I'm Lon.
And I'm TJ. And we're with VirTra. In today's video, we're going to talk about using the OC spray in our simulators. Lon, one of the things that as trainers we're very aware of while training is making sure that the items we're putting in our officers' hands act and look and feel just like the real thing that they're going to carry out in the street. How does VirTra's OC compare to the real thing?
Yeah, I mean, we always try to strive for physical fidelity, and that's one of the beauties of the OC system that we have. If you look at our system compared to an actual live OC, outer dimensions, outer diameter, how the flip top works, the button, everything on that is a one-to-one. So there's very little chance of developing those training scars that artificial aspects can then induce. The fact that the safety, the size, everything is identical really gives a huge advantage to that system.
So here we have a live OC canister, and this is the VirTra one, and they are exactly the same in all regards, other than the blue top.
Yeah, the safety blue, it's one of the methods that we use to identify a simulated weapons platform. It's kind of an industry standard using that blue so that it's a quick reference point. We know which one's the inert that'll function with inside simulation.
You know, looking at these, I see these other two. I mean, this one's close, kind of same shape, but how does that differ from, well, here's the live one.
Yeah, I mean, same height. We do have some other changes though. The button itself is a little bit different. It actually has a different feel. It doesn't have the same diameter. It's a little bit smaller. There's also a mirror inside. The mirror is used to bounce the laser at a different angle so that way the system can pick it up. So it doesn't necessarily have the same functionality that the VirTra system does.
And now there's this one here, which is another competitor's, and I mean, I don't think you need to be an expert to tell that there are some serious
from a visual, absolutely. The other thing though, I mean, even when you start dealing with this and things that you're looking for when it comes to simulation, is making sure we marry up as much as we can the physical fidelity, one-to-one. So even if you're running another OC, maybe it doesn't have that particular flip top, but as an example, trying to get my thumb, I mean, I don't have huge hands, but it's a major issue of being able to actually get my thumb into an activation to be able to actually spray this. The button's a little bit different, has a different feel. All of those things are considerations when we look at what we're trying to put into a simulation.
And I don't know about you, but you put me into a simulator with this versus this isn't even going to fit in my OC pouch on my duty belt.
Yeah, it's critical that we're running gear that is in line with what we carry on the road.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a problem. One of the other advantages of our OC versus some of the other ones on the market is how easy it is to maintain, because there really isn't any maintenance. The only thing you got to do is charge it.
Right.
And if you can plug a phone in, you can charge our OC. Right on the bottom here, you can see that we have a charging port which just connects into a USB, a standard USB connection. So it can get plugged into a wall jack adapter or right into a computer, and you're up and running. And I don't know about you, the batteries seem to last forever on these things.
Without a doubt, our charge that I've seen, I don't know the last time I actually had to plug one in and actually charge it. I can tell you plugging in and charging it is much easier than what I've done as far as having to actually change batteries. So to bowl the bottom plate off to try to get to the battery itself, to get it back in place, and making sure to fit everything housing wise. Now, if you've got one guy dedicated to running that's great. But if you have multiple people, multiple users, we do run the risk of always damaging it. And that's the beauty of just being able to take it, plug it in, and run.
Or downtime where someone didn't get the batteries, and now we're out of batteries, and we can't just recharge it in a matter of a couple of hours and be ready to go for the next training session.
Right.
Well, I think that covers just about everything with the VirTra OC compared to what else is out there in the market compared with a live one.
Absolutely. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen. We appreciate it. Stay safe, train hard.